Hey guys, it's Jeremy Perigo from the Puck Review, and today we're going to be talking about a book that I just finished up reading. It's Bobby Orr's book called Orr, My Story, and it's basically Bobby Orr's first person account of his life. He's been a very quiet guy, and anyone who's familiar with hockey is familiar with Bobby Orr, whether you're a Boston Bruins fan or not. Just an icon in the game, and for much of his life he's been very quiet about his personal past, his life in the game, his life before the game, his life after the game. He's self-admittedly someone who's not super vocal on in the public sphere. He's much more kept to himself. But this book, he actually wrote it back in 2013, details his life and in the National Hockey League. And obviously, if you're familiar with Bobby Orr, had a pretty short career in the National Hockey League, only about 30 years old when he was forced to retire due to knee problems. And he goes on to kind of talk about his life after that as well, give advice towards young kids growing up playing the game of hockey, parents as well, and their role in raising their kids in hockey. He's a big proponent of just having fun and enjoying the game, and obviously there are some players that have more skill than others, and those have the potential to play at a high level, whether that be junior hockey, college hockey, even past that into the AHL and the NHL. And Bobby Orr is a humble guy, and he kind of uses his book as a way of discouraging kids from growing up and thinking that they're entitled to everything, and that even if they're the best player on their team, that they should always go about it in a humble way, and they should never act entitled like they deserve the world. And he said kind of a lot of his life after hockey, after his professional career, has been working with young kids with a particularly large amount of talent. He's worked with players with Connor McDavid, I believe, and he's always really preached not acting like you've earned things that haven't necessarily been earned for you. And he also encourages parents to kind of take a laid-back approach, maybe encourage your kids when it's necessary, push them in the right direction from time to time, but never be those aggressive parents that are, and we all know those parents, the ones that are yelling at the rink, yelling at the refs, yelling at fighting coaches after games, all this stuff, pulling their kids off of a team because they're not getting enough power play time. We've all seen it. There are so many different aspects of this book and different kind of pieces of wisdom he kind of shares with the whole hockey community. Obviously, like I said, he was a lifelong Bruin. He did play a couple years, or really just not even a full season's worth of games with the Chicago Blackhawks before he was forced to retire due to his knee problems. But everyone knows him as a Boston Bruin. Though, a little side note, I did see someone, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen before, at a hockey game. I was at a P. Bruins game, not even a Boston Bruins game. I was in Providence, and I saw someone wearing a Bobby Orr Chicago Blackhawks jersey, which I can't imagine there are that many of those in the world at all, not to mention seeing one of those in Providence, Rhode Island. Kind of a crazy thing. That's a little side note. I actually have a picture of it somewhere, so if someone's interested in that, let me know, and I'll definitely share that with people. I think it's actually, might be on my Twitter, but it was a year or two ago, so you'd have to go digging in the archives for that. But anyway, definitely recommend this book to anyone who's just trying to learn more about hockey, more about Bobby Orr's life. He definitely imparts a lot of wisdom on people. He's not a professional writer. Obviously, he's a hockey player, not someone who's known for his writing capabilities, so the book at times may get a little slow, or it's just not written the most poetically. So you kind of go past that to get to the good stuff, and there's a lot of good stuff in here, so I highly recommend checking it out. I'll post an affiliate link in this article, or excuse me, in the description of this video, and also the video itself will be an article more about the book if you want to check out more about that. You can always go to thepuckreview.com, where you'll find all my content, and that's other book reviews. I reviewed Craig Custance' Behind the Bench a while ago. I do a lot of journalist reviews, and also I do podcast reviews. All of those are up there if you want to learn more about your team. It's very easy. There's a category to go find your favorite team, and you can look at all the information about your team there, all the different posts. I'm trying to get to every single team in the NHL. I haven't quite gotten there yet, but you can at least check it out right now and see if your team's up there. Also, a lot of the podcasts, if you go to the podcast section, are just league-wide, so they may cover your team, they may not. If you're just trying to learn more about the NHL or increase your daily hockey intake, then you can check out those podcast reviews as well, because there's plenty of good stuff in there. But again, I said it's an affiliate link, so if you do go through and buy the book from that link, it'll give me a small compensation for doing so, which would be greatly appreciated, and it would allow me to continue to making these videos in the future. So I would definitely check it out and do that, and it would be much appreciated. Again, using this affiliate link will come at no extra cost to you. It's just a great way of supporting the site. The NHL season starts tomorrow. It's October 2nd as I record this video. And in a few months, before you know it, it's going to be Christmas. It's going to be a great Christmas gift for the hockey fan in your life. Again, doesn't necessarily have to be a Bruins fan, can be any hockey fan. A lot of the knowledge that he imparts on people through this book is beneficial to any hockey fan, not just Bruins fans. It's kind of got a unique twist for those who are obviously more familiar with him because of his time in Boston, but definitely a gift for any hockey fan. And the Boston Bruins and the Chicago Blackhawks, his two former teams, will be facing off at Notre Dame Stadium for the Winter Classic, which I will hopefully be in attendance for to ring in the new year. So look for a video then. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all at The Puck Review. Make sure you like our Facebook page, just to keep you up to date with everything that we're doing, and any new content that I produce, it'll be right there for you. So that'll do it for this video. Thanks for tuning in, and you can find all of this stuff at thepuckreview.com. Again, I'm Jeremy Perigo, and I'll see you next time.